There's been so much hype and so much love for Beyblade X so far. So many people are excited for a new generation of Beyblade that brings together the best parts of previous gens. However, there may be some issues. I've talked about some of the issues that people may have with Beyblade X. I made a whole video about it. But now it looks like there could be an actual issue, and that is with Beyblade X's durability. We've seen kind of a few posts now of pieces that are broken or severely damaged. The first post we're going to look at is on Twitter, and it's posted by @udonin, I think. And if you look at the condition of this Beyblade, there's, not terrible, but there's definitely quite a bit of scuffing and denting in the metal part of the blade, a lot in the plastic part of the blade, and there's quite a bit of damage on the ratchet as well. I don't really know how many battles this person has done, but these bays are from the pre-release, so just a few days ago, and there's already this much damage. And let's look at another post, and this one's even worse. You see quite a bit of damage to the ratchet, to the blade. There's even little pieces of plastic coming off of the blade already. It really does not look good. And that's on every single side of the blade as well, not just one side. You can see there's damage in this corner, this corner, this corner, pretty much everywhere. There even seems to be damage to the bit as well. You can see there's a little bit of scuffing, quite a bit of wear on the flat bit. And I don't know if this is like a crack or something. But now I take you to the most sad one of all, and that was an actual break. So for this one, really the bay doesn't look too bad. There's not a lot of damage that I could see on the ratchet or the bit or even the blade itself, besides maybe some plastic wear. But you can see this piece completely snapped off. The piece that broke off looks to be the part that connects the ratchet to the blade itself. So it looks like it can't even connect anymore. I've even asked Noah and Jake from LeftBurst if they've had any issues with their bays, and this is what they had to say. Like, what's the durability on them? Do you see any dents in the bays? Any cracks?
No cracks. The plastic dents, so many dents. So many dents in the plastic. There's some scrapes in the metal. It's like what you would expect from those extreme battles.
Yeah.
I don't see them ever cracking or breaking like burst bays. They seem fairly durable, but your Beyblades will get scratched up. Your clear plastic will get dented. And if we look at our I'm looking at our Dran sword right now, and there are a bunch of scuffs in the layer.
They get more damage than Metal Fight, but less damage than Burst.
Broken Beyblades is just kind of part of the hobby. It's something that we've had to deal with for every generation of Beyblade. The plastic generation had it. I've had a couple of broken attack rings before. Metal Fight, there was issues with spin tracks or face bolts breaking. Beyblade Burst had quite a bit. Beyblade Burst has had quite a few issues, especially towards the beginning with teeth wear. I mean, eventually you'd have your teeth be like gums. You also had bays like Storm Spriggan and Victory Valkyrie that had wings that would fully break off. And I think they even released updated versions of those bays that were more durable. So what I'm talking about is that broken Beyblades and broken parts is definitely common. However, the Dran swords that I've shown you so far are just a few days old. So could it be a big issue? So far, we really don't know yet. But let me know what you guys think about the durability of these bays in the comment section down below. Really quick, I want to talk about Mall of Toys. If you guys are interested in picking up any of the Beyblade X releases, like the Battle Pass, Dran Sword, the Start Dash set, I highly recommend you check them out. Link is going to be in the description down below, and make sure you use code ilinnuc for 5% off of your first purchase. Now let's talk about something a little bit more positive. So recently the website Toybook had an interview with ADK, who does the anime licensing or whatever for Beyblade, and there was a bit of information that came from this. Toybook asked them about the 25th anniversary in 2024, and ADK said, "The 25th anniversary aligns with the launch of the much anticipated new generation." They say a little bit more here, but it's not really as important. What I get from this line is that it seems like in the West, at least, 2024 is when Beyblade X would launch. I'm not really surprised by that, but I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit earlier, like maybe October or November. They also talk about the system of Beyblade X, mentioning the gear innovation and bringing fan favorite elements from previous generations. It's just, they're talking about the system. Something else that's pretty interesting is they talk about their licensing. So the other products they're going to be releasing for Beyblade X, And they mentioned that they're going to be seeking licensing partners who want to work with us to celebrate, innovate, and expand the brand in a lot of categories, but mostly apparel, back to school, party goods, trading card games, video games, apps, and collectibles. Could we be getting a Jenga action figure? Overall, there's really not a lot of information from this post or from this interview, but it is interesting that they did not mention Hasbro one time. It is ADK though, they don't really handle the spin top side of Beyblade, but it's interesting that they don't mention Hasbro one time. And we also know they're looking for partners for video games and collectibles, so maybe we'll get a Beyblade X video game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But that's gonna wrap up this video. What do you think about the Beyblade breakage issue? What do you think about them not mentioning Hasbro at all? Hit that like button, hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation, and I'll see you in the next one. Have fun, and bay away.